Hello guys, good evening and welcome to the channel. I hope that you are I'm sorry. No. They've been laughing at us. We have to laugh at them. And we're going to laugh at them more come weekend. Come the weekend, the laughter will be loud. It will Yeah, guys, it was round 18 of the Betway Premiership, and I'm gonna show you exactly how it went as we are getting closer and closer to the conclusion of this season. What a season it has been. Very happy with the competitiveness of this league, guys. It looks so good. Don't mind my hair. I was minging guys today. I mingered and at least, even though they didn't all lose, but at least one of them lost, because the minging was Sundowns. Ish, but well done. You won your game. That's the most important thing. The league race is on. Akhona abanye abashayiwe. Umsindo wabo. Nina ke nindaba zenu nisekeleni. Nani nenkinga zenu. Nenza ngathi aninayinkinga. Nakanizeni indaba. And siyodila nani futhi Saturday. Ngeke niyeke. Unini nisihleka iviki lonke. This week is your week to be laughed at. And then that other week will be for the other ones. Yeah. You laughed at us last week. Now it's your week. It has just begun. It's just the beginning. Because come weekend, hey, we're gonna put salt on that wound. You think Tina says Paula pet? Nina is London. Well, just jokes. You guys know. So this is how round 18 went of the Betway Premiership. Durban City beat TS Galaxy by 2-0. Lamontville Golden Arrows beat Magesi by 2-0. Orlando Pirates won by 3-0 against Marumo Gallants. You had Polokwane City beating Siwelele by, what am I even saying? Polokwane City and Siwelele, it ended as a draw, 0-0 draw, goalless draw. Boring. This is the only game in round 18 that did not produce any game. Any goal. 90 minutes yonke. Cops, no goals. Polokwane City and Siwelele. Angeke. Chipa United beat Richards Bay by 3-0. Sekhukhune won their match against Orbit by 2-0. I remember Mujela scoring a brace, and then you had Mamelodi Sundowns beating AmaZulu. A narrow win. Baphume ngembobo yenalithi lava. Imbobo yenalithi le niphume ngayo nina. Hey! Inibambile. Atazana bekaniphethe kanje. Shout out to AmaZulu, man. You guys have improved. You guys are playing. You are good, guys. It's not hype. You are not being overhyped or anything. There's genuine improvement in that team. There's a lot of work that has been put by Coach Atazwane, and his technical team and the recruits that they've been bringing in. There's something that is brewing in that AmaZulu team. They're doing so well. And between them and Golden Arrows, I still maintain that Nedbank Cup is going to one of them. Kaizer Chiefs. And then doing you one goal I pay na. 10 days yonke. Me prepare la game. Tumelotrom une message for nin. Tumelotrom has a message for you guys specifically. Aksiyimu Tumelotrom. What do you have to say, Tumel?
Chiefs. Ndingavuka noma kuthiwa ndise ICU. Hello sisi. Ngizolibuza ze-office eKaizer Chiefs ezo. Oh, okay, good. Yes, tell naye. Tumelotrom. Yes, speak person. Sabalandeli be-Orlando Pirates, the president abalandeli bebhola Africa yonke jikelele. Every Africa. Shapa Stellenbosch, Shapa! We are very excited. Up the Stellies lap. Sorry? No, Sundowns onihleka sis. In fact, ndizoncoma. Ndingoma ntoni nibethiwe? No, sis, I love the Kaizer Chiefs you are becoming. Niba ilento siyaziyo ngoku niba iyo niyehla kancinci niphindela phaa kula position 9 we. Sorry? No, sis, andiniphoxi ndiyancoma uba I like the Kaizer Chiefs you are becoming. Ingathi la team ephaa ku number 9 ngeyiba nexhala ngokuniyeza ngokendaweni yenu. Usekhona? Shaba still is shaba.
Yes, yeah, guys, Tumelo bafihlezi. Unina khala uTumelo iviki lonke. Isikhathi sakhe naye manje ukuthi ajabule man. And sizoyilungisa le ndaba ngeweekend, sizoyilungisa. What does this mean, guys? How does the Betway Premiership table actually look right now? This simply means that Orlando Pirates, have been removed from that number 1 spot, and they will go back there if they avoid defeat against Kaizer Chiefs. But we all know that avoiding defeat is never enough. These are very crucial times. These are very... A draw is not enough anymore. You guys need to win those games, because the same way you're looking at the table now might be the same way you're looking at it at the end of the season, where you have Sundowns and Pirates on the same amount of points. Where you have Sundowns and Pirates on the same amount of goal difference. And maybe what breaks the tie is the goals for. Sundowns has got 1 more goal than Pirates, which is 27. Pirates scored 26. Those are fine margins. This is why when we come here, after you guys win against Marumo Gallants 3-0, we say we're not satisfied. Because we understand what it means to win this league. It's going to be hard for us to take that thing from Sundowns. So we need to be almost perfect. That is why we won 3-0, but we're still crying with the guys. You should have won 5. You should have won 6. You would be on top of the log if you were converting your opportunities. But that's a story for another day. It's there for the taking. Skokuna United are unmovable in position 3. Kaizer Chiefs were there temporarily. They were there, and then... Yeah, games in hand. This is the story about games in hand, huh? Yeah. Kaizer Chiefs register their 2nd loss of the season. They are now where they were before the game started. Position 4 after 16 games. Kaizer Chiefs have the same amount of goals as the matches they have played. That is a cause for concern. Of course, it is a cause for concern. I mean, you've played 16 games, you've got 16 goals. You scored 16, you played 16. Oh, so on average, guys, abansugeli niyabona mara. Like Kaizer Chiefs, abansugeli. It's a fact. 16 games, 16 goals. What does that mean? On average, you guys score how many goals per game? 1. Because Ashley Dupreez will do what he did. Lilepo gets an opportunity, 2nd half corner. Doesn't score. Marco. Hey. Vele, you thought you had the whole time. You think the time belongs to you alone, ne? Like Radim Fate, you were in the box, you didn't even pull the trigger. You reminded me of Tito, Marco, man. You reminded me of Tito against Sundowns. Marco, what are you doing? You are inside the box, Fate. Just pull the trigger. That is why Chiefs did not win today. That is why they did not even draw. They lost all 3 points. They're not clinical. First half, they were all over Stellenbosch, but only 1 goal to show for it. Wasteful in front of goal, as always. That has been the concern. And the sad part, it is the coaches that are going to be slammed. But you look at it and you're like, well, Dupreez, does the coach you how to score? When the goalkeeper is not in here, there was no goalkeeper, bro. And then the coach will be blamed. I mean, Dupreez, you score there, it's 2-0, my brother. 2-0. Then all of a sudden, you are in total control of the game. But as long as it's 1-0, I said it that, well, Doesn't matter. Let me move on. AmaZulu. Usuthu. They're looking for that for CAF. They want to play CAF. They're gonna try to go to CAF via the Nedbank Cup. But if it's impossible, if it's not possible, they will try and go via this route of the league. Which is possible because they are level with Chiefs. Of course, Chiefs has 2 games in hand, but we all know the story of games in hand. Yeah, we all know it. Durban City in position 6, 28 points. Very impressive. Durban City, a team that got promoted. They're a new team in the league this season. I know that they were Maritzburg United, but they got promoted last year. This is good. Position 6. You're in the top 8, guys. I know that's your goal, at least. Bulwane City, position 7. Here's Galaxy, position 8. Lamontville Golden Arrows. Coach Mangoba Mngiti, did you hear what Tumelo Trom said there? He said, you guys must leave that position 9 because it is reserved for someone. No, it's not me. You guys listened. You heard what Tumelo said. He said, that position 9 belongs to someone special. Leave that position, please. Golden Arrows. And it's embarrassing that you guys are there. And I'm out here saying that you guys, one of my top 2 teams to win the Nedbank Cup. How are you in position 9, Arrows? Well, it's simple. You scored 23. Wow. Hey, Ferrari Pambili. Emuva uno. Emuva. 22 goals scored, conceded. 23 goals scored, 22 goals conceded. Goal difference 1. That is the issue of Golden Arrows right there. They are defensively poor. Very poor. Offensively, very good. Look at the best offensive teams in the league. It is Sundowns with 27 goals. Followed by Pirates with 26 goals. Who else follows after that? It is Golden Arrows with 23 goals. Wow. Golden Arrows is the 3rd best offensive team in the league. Guess what? Their defense. Yes. It's a freeway. That's your problem, Arrows. That's your issue. You need to fix that. Your defense is horrific. It is horrific. No way. No way. Because if you are going to look at the worst defensive teams in the league, you find Orbit College, who conceded 32. After them, it's Magesi and Marumo with 24. After them, of course, it's you. It's you with 22 goals conceded. So you are the 4th worst team defensively. Golden Arrows. You must fix that. Richards Bay in position 10 with 19 points after 17 games. Stellenbosch looking to get at least to the top 8. And you never know what happens in the last 10 games. Maybe they can try and get to the top. I don't see them in the top 3. They fumbled too much. But I do see them in the top 8 for sure. Stellenbosch. Well done for getting 3 points. You guys have turned that thing off. You are our bread and butter. They used to call you their bread and butter, but the tables have now turned. The tables have turned now. The tables have turned. Now, you deserve to call them your bread and butter. Because tell me, how do you take them out of the Carling Cup? How do you take them out of the Nedbank Cup? How do you take 3 points from them in their own home? In front of their... Stellenbosch. Now, call them your bread and butter. That's a fact. 3 games this season. 2 cup eliminations at the hands of Stellenbosch. And on top of that, they dent your league dreams. They lessen them by taking 3 points. Because there was a scenario that we were discussing before the game to say, a win for Chiefs today, they go to position 3. If they somehow, win the Soweto Derby, they would now be on 36 points and they would have a game in hand. They win that game in hand, all of a sudden they are above Pirates. They would have 39. But now, Asa. Can't wait to watch the Soweto Derby this weekend. I really cannot wait. And speaking of this weekend, what is going to happen next, guys? Let me see here. Because there are matches, obviously, this coming weekend. Some of them are not going to play this weekend. they're gonna play after. Like Sundowns, when I check here, idlala nge-1 zaka March. So Orlando Pirates, over to you. Go back to the top of the log. There's gonna be a game between Makesi and Polokwane City. There's gonna be Stellenbosch and AmaZulu. There's gonna be the Soweto Derby, Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates. You will have Lamontville. This is round 19, okay? Round 19, Makesi versus Polokwane City, Stellenbosch versus AmaZulu, Kaizer Chiefs versus Orlando Pirates, Lamontville Golden Arrows will take on Chipa, Siwelele will take on Galaxy, Orbit College will take on Richards Bay, Mamelodi Sundowns will take on Sekhukhune United on the 1st of March. So Pirates, you have a chance. I think it's a day before. Remember, Uti, 8/28 is the last day of the month, you know. Yo, I thought Sundowns was going to take some time to play, but now I just remembered, oh, konju February, 8/28. So they're going to play the following day. I thought it was going to be a couple of days. Kanti konja February has the least days, vele, 28 days. So Soweto Derby 28, and then A1 Sunday, Sundowns will play their game against Babinanuku. Nenzeni umsebenzi lapho Mujela. But yeah, guys, that's just about it. I can't wait. This league is looking very good. This is nice, guys. This is I love the competitiveness of it. If you're looking at it, you will see that there is a fight for that league. It's not so black and white, supernova. You need to open your eyes. It's not black and white. You can't tell who's gonna win that league. You can't. Sundowns are in the race. Pirates are definitely in the race. Sekhukhune are in the race. Kaizer Chiefs, you are definitely in the race. So the league is still open, guys. I mean, 38 points for Pirates and Sundowns, and it's just 8 points difference to Chiefs and AmaZulu. That is like 8 points. It's like 3 games basically. So it's not far. Not too far. It's just 3 games. Anything can happen. So there's a fight for that league. There's a fight for the top 8. There's also a fight for the top 3, for the top 2. I heard Thabiso Munyane talking about Champions League qualification. He wants to win the league or be number 2. So there's also a fight for number 2. There's a fight for number 3. There's a fight for number 1. There's a fight for the top 8. You can see, guys, it's very tight. It's very tight. And there's that relegation battle. You look at Makesi, 12 points. They win a game, 15. All of a sudden, they go above Marumo, Yeah, they win 2 games, 3 games. All of a sudden, they might find themselves in the top 8. I mean, if they win just 3 games, it will be 15, it will be 18, it will be 21. 21, ikbeka number 9. You see, guys, from number 16 to number 9, just 3 games. So the fight is on. Everyone is fighting. No one is safe. Marumo, it's possible for you to get relegated. Siwelele. Stellenbosch is trying to run away from that. They can see They can see. It's not Wolves. It's not Wolves, It's just a 2 points difference between Makesi and Orbit College. And a 3 points difference between Makesi and Marumo Gallants. And Makesi have a game in hand, you can see. So, guys, no one is safe here. The league is so interesting. Every position is up for contention. I can't wait for the next one. Everyone is under pressure. Everybody is under pressure. Stop making noise. Baningisile, I like it. You were busy celebrating Pirates' loss while Stellenbosch was training. To top it off, KG, they had 10 days to prepare for this game. Yet they lost to Stellenbosch, who last played, I think, 3 or 4 days. So nje, hey guys. Coach Chiefs game. You are a coach of Kaizer Chiefs, my brother. Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. They are finally playing CAF football, which they have not played in a minute. I think the last time they played it is the time they went to the final or against El Ali, when they were banned. Now they are playing CAF. You are crying about games. We are playing every 2-3 days. And what do you want? What do big teams do in the world? What do? They play every 2-3 days because they are competing on all cylinders. But you are coming to cry about games. Okay, they gave you 10 days now. Look, still, you lost to Stellenbosch. You see? But okay, let me shush. But yeah, guys, ilike imnandi. Imnandi. Namhlanje kupapa mina. Kusasa ngiyabhanja. Kusasa kupapa uSupernova. Stellenbosch, TS Galaxy fa. Skhukhuna so deal nawe wena. Skhukhuna will deal with you when. So guys, I know kumnandi man. The league basihleka kanti nabo bazo Nkosi yami. Basihleka kanti nabo bazoshaywa futhi. No one is safe in the voice of Pop-Pops. No one is safe. Laugh when you have the time to laugh, because tomorrow you don't know. They're gonna laugh at you times 50. Huh? AmaZulu were on top of it, Calvin. They dropped it at the end. They dropped it. But remember, I love how they approached the game. They did go at Sundowns. When they got those moments of transition, they tried to take, they're not just inferior, sitting the whole game and not trying to do anything. They tried. That is why I'm saying it's a lose, unfortunately. And they could have scored in the first half. But this is a game where they must keep their head up. Their heads must keep being high. They can finish in the top 3, by the way. They can. It's possible. And they can win the Nedbank Cup, AmaZulu. They are a good team. 10-1-1 is cooking something there. That Marco opportunity. Yes. When I saw Marco miss there, taking 20,000 years to shoot, I remember it was like, yo. That's okay. Maybe indaba zasesowethu angazi. But why? Guys, why manifike boxing kanti why nithatha 50 years ukushootha? Why? Marco mfethu, you were in a good position. You just need to pull the trigger and test Sage Stephens. It's a facing keeper situation. Why are you taking the extra touch? Why? Tito, also you should have scored against Sundowns. He didn't even get, and then we played Marumo. That's why I was frustrated after Marumo. And you see, if you had scored against Marumo, maybe we would have won 4 or 5, and then we would be on top of the log right now by virtue of goal difference. But you guys are relaxing in the box. Remember what Tito did there? He comes, he minuses players, and then he doesn't pull the trigger until he suffocates and loses. He's no longer having space to shoot. He's even colliding with his own teammates. Why not shooting? Guys, stop relaxing inside the box. Pull the trigger. So that miss from it's not a miss, but he didn't even get the chance to shoot. He didn't even get the chance to miss. To miss. At least miss while you tried to score. So it gave me just a flashback of Tito. Guys, stop sleeping inside the box. But Kaizer Chiefs, Dupreez definitely makes the headlines, because what was that? And football is so painful, Shem, because after all of that, who will be blamed? It's gonna be Cedric Kaze, it's going to be Khalil Ben Youssef. You guys lost 3 points, but your player missed an open net after he passed the goalkeeper. The net was open. He had enough time. Decided to hit it first time. They didn't connect properly with it. Why not composed? You just passed the keeper. Why you that Azeli? Because the keeper, you left him behind. But you still miss. That's a horrible miss, Dupreez. You reminded me of that other miss. There's that other miss, that one. You just keep on making this document. Hey, I think they are gonna. The most interesting part is that Stellenbosch moved them 3 times in a row. Black Label, Nedbank, League. And I remember the first game of the season, Kaizer Chiefs played Stellenbosch. They scored with a penalty, they scored with a free kick. I remember very well. Or I'm wrong, I'm right. I remember Nkosing Pilangobo scoring with a free kick, and I think the penalty was Serino. I don't remember well. But I remember the first game of the season, they beat Stellenbosch. And then after that, Stellenbosch was like, Kako Kezola. 3 games in a row. Tables have turned. Yeke look to side downs wena bless. Kati indaba zakho. Bless. Dlala ama game wakho, kora ama goals, win league. Simple. If the league is decided ama goal, Tshela uApolisa convert, tshela uMrema convert, tshela uMfukeng convert, tshela uTita convert, tshela uMahopa noMbuthuma no bonke nabomsenda. Tell them to convert, because guys, I've heard people talking about this league might be decided by goal difference. I mean, I was like, guys, I don't care about that. Let's just win the game. But I kept on seeing us missing too many chances. And right now, we have lesser games left than the ones we've already played. 13 games. Now, all of a sudden, son, it might actually go down to goal difference. It is possible. Even if it is won, it will be won maybe by 3 points, 1 point, 2 points. It might go to goal difference. So now you need to score less. Because uyalibona itafula lihleli kanjani. Sundowns iphezulu just because ikora ama-goal are more than lawo wena wakorile. Even though i-goal difference ifana, nama-points afana. Imagine this was the last game of the season. So Pirates, coach up the slum. You must show this to your players. Show them. And tell them to imagine if this was the last game of the season that we just witnessed, where Sundowns wins 1-0, they would have won the league because they scored more goals than us. We conceded less than them. Okay, cool. The goal difference is the same. Okay, cool. The points are the same. Alrighty. But okusalayo, they scored 1 goal more than you. They would have won the league. So that tells you have to be clinical. You have to convert. Pirates creates chances every game. When they score 3, they could have scored 10. They could have scored 6, 7. They just scored. When they score 1, they could have scored 3 or 4. That's the story of Pirates. Even the game against Sundowns, same story. You got your opportunity to beat Sundowns. What did you do? You failed to punish them. And when they got theirs, they used it. So going forward, start with the derby. Don't look very far. Don't look far. Start with that derby. Make sure you convert your opportunities, because you are going to create. We are going to create. The problem is the conversion rate. It's not making sense when you look at the creation rate. Yeah? We create, but the conversion rate is something else. Anyone? Well, Siwelele. Hello, Siwelele. 9 goals in 17 games. Hey. Hayi Vincent Pule, kwenzakalani lapho? Potsani. Sikhotha. Hayibo. Makitikiti uhambile, ngathi uhambe namagoli. Ayisiwelele sona ayishem. You guys have not even reached double digits in terms of scoring. You guys might get relegated. You guys are likely to get relegated. You guys, what's going on there? 9 goals in 17 games, guys. What the hell is this? Ebon, inking esinayo bafethu South Africa. You can't play 17 games and score 9 goals. But at least you didn't concede a lot like others that I was mentioning. But still, you're not scoring, so you're not doing yourself any favor. You might need to start scoring as we get to the latter stages of the league. The games get even harder and tougher. Teams are fighting to win the league. Others are fighting for a CAF spot. Others are fighting for the top 8 spot, while others are fighting to survive and save their status and not go to NFD. So, hey, it's a fight all over here. Kumnandi. They became number 3 for 30 minutes. Yo, Mara, wena. KG, Mara. KG. I remember, man. Xolela. Hey, guys, imnandi league yethu, man. Imnandi, yo. I enjoy this league now. Nice. I hope it's gonna continue being so competitive. And yes, Sundowns is not themselves, we can all see, but the other teams have improved also. That we must acknowledge. The other teams have also improved. They are looking very good and better than before. I hope they can continue to improve. This league will be enjoyable. You know, usually masifika ku February manje siku March, singena ku March guys, i24 uyaphela uFebruary this weekend ngeDerby. Usually mawufika kumatch already league sesiyazi ukuthi win obani, but now kancane uyabona ukuthi hayi man iyaliwa la. Even last season Pirates fought, just that way they failed to fix issues with Abosaling. Jose Rivero naye wathi uyahamba wavele nje yazini kwavele kwaba idrama aqala izinto zathi shu, but they were pushing. So this season I can see that they are pushing even harder, even though there are a lot of questionable things that are happening in the team, but we're still doing very well. And this one is for us to lose. It's ours to win. It's up to us to decide. We're level with them. We're level in terms of goal difference and points. And we have the same amount of games played and left to be played. So let's see who will do better against the rest. Let's see who will win the league. Because winning against Pirates, Sundowns does not mean you will win the league, and you know it, obviously. And even if Pirates had won against Sundowns, it wouldn't have meant that they're going to win the league, because what happens if they lose all the other games? Yeah, well. So let's see. It's there for the taking. Sundowns can still win it. Pirates can finally win it. You never know. Maybe Skukune can. Even Kosi for life. Kumnandi. Football trends with QB. Kamba kanjani QB? Kamba kanjani? Remember, I'm sure ukwatile la ukhona. QB. I'm sure ziyakukhalela. Uthini ngodwa uPreeze meme mazogeja kanjeni. Benzakalani QB? Kaizer Chiefs might win. This is football. Exactly. That's what I love. The unpredictability of it, you know. And now both of them are wounded. Pirates and Chiefs. You've lost 2 games in a row, both of you. Yeah. Both of you have lost 2 games in a row. Now, who's going to lose the 3rd one in a row? Or you are going to draw, which will frustrate me. We must win that game. And unfortunately, QB, we must beat your team. Hey, Baba. We must beat your team. I remember. So Soweto Derby is here. I can't wait. Mele ngikhost member. Mele ngikhost. Angizokuthinta ungawari. Mele ukhenye uzanginike nami. Sidliwe iSundowns bahleka, badliwe iStellenbosch. Siyabayeka. Sibayeke Q-man. So dila nabo kahle on Saturday. Bayeke nje. Saturday nje. Sobathinta. Hey, labantu basihleke kakhulu iviki lonke the whole week angikhona ukuphuma. Mangiphuma ngiyahlekwa. Yo, ifoni yami. Yo, guys. But now, yabona, iviki leli labo. Last week bekuyelate ukuthi sidliwe. This week it's yours. You are going to still lose on Saturday. So nishaya. Titans. Hey, indaba Titans is so funny because yeah. No, I don't. I'm gonna ask for yours from Cameron. I don't use the old number anymore. Yeah. So guys, thank you. Let me close it here. I'm gonna catch you tomorrow as we continue building up to that big game, the biggest game. Noma ngabe sidliwe 2 times in a row, so it remains the biggest game you will ever witness. The biggest game in South African football and in the continent. It's big, it's huge, the Soweto Derby, guys. It remains big, it remains the one. Noma ngabe ungayenzani angeke ufike kuleyo level ye derby. So that's what's gonna be happening this coming weekend. For now, let me go and rest. My hate watch was not 100% successful, as I said, but it was 50% successful because but nale Sundowns cishe bekushoda kancane. But that's one, just a little bit. If you nibambile nje that last 5-6 minutes nje. Ish. But at least bakhona badliwe. But inani masandawana. Man ngaba honest nje with yourselves nje. Icon. Eric Tinkler, over to you, my brother. Over to you, my coach. I know you're going to fix the country. Eric, yeah, we're gonna go back to where we belong. You can see things are still not going good for us, but still we are here. Everything is still pointing at us. Thank you, Stellis, says Andy Lesoban. To KG Lot says, today Kaiser Chiefs shall understand why chickens drink water but don't urinate. Boo. I heard they're asking to postpone the derby. Boo. Postpone. Nah. More teams have stopped sitting on their hands and fancy their chances against both Pirates and Sundowns. Stellis and Polokwane City used to be there. Now Skukune, Chiefs and AmaZulu are showing. I'm happy with the improvements and the competitiveness of our league overall. It is watchable, it is interesting, it is unpredictable, you know. Yeah. I'm happy, man. This is nice. Good deeper ezenduna kuphela Nico. Remember. When? Cameron, you must tell this other one on top of you, Supernova. You must tell him the truth. I know that you are honest. You must tell him the truth. I'm sure you watched that game. Cardoso. What is happening, Cardoso? We can see you. Cameron. If you are honest. You did beat us angali. But hey, we're gonna get to 100k. Don't worry, remember. We're gonna get there. Supernova. Nakanjan. We have to respond on Saturday. The psychological advantage of Sundowns could propel them. It's up to us. It's not Pirates versus Sundowns for the Betway. It's Pirates versus their mental state. Let's see where we are, member, because definitely those two losses have somewhat affected us. But now we need to show character. We need to show that we are emotionally intelligent, you know, and that mentally we are in the right place. Because if not, you know, remember, second part of the season, most of the time you win it with just the psychological part of it, the mental part of it, you know, because now you start to tire, you know, it's been a long season. But if you have the mentality, that's what takes you through. That's what pushes you through all the way. So we need to be in the right place in that regard. Remember, I agree with you. So let's see. Last 13 games of the season. Can't wait. Chiefs has 14 though. Yeah. Yabona Cameron. Now Cameron. Hey, begging dab. Zomuzu Supernova. Supernova. Yeah, we were lucky, honestly. But that's the story. Champions. We grind. These results, you know. Ifuna angeke ngilibizele igama. Ifuna angeke ngilibizele igama, but ngiyakhumbula basho bathi ifuna bathi uhambile coach wabo uhambile thina wethu angeke ahambe manje na coach manje mara bekabhizi ifuna sekahambile manje ya thina wethu angeke ahambe boxalela phansi sicalele phansi seswina ama trophy 2. Okay, I'm not bantering anyone, but sicalele phansi siwina ama trophy 2 already. Uphi ke lo othi angeke ahambe sekahambile akekho coach manje, but ongizwile. Yeah, member, you are right, Cameron. You know, the reality is that, member, you can't be 100% consistent in terms of performance. Sometimes you will drop, you'll take a dip, you know. Sometimes you lose games also. It's football, you know. And sometimes it's gonna happen. You have to grind the results. That's what you need to do, grind the results. And Sundowns did that today. They did that, you know. They could have lost the game. Williams was again, just like when you played Pirates, he was on top of his game. Ronwen Williams, even today, there's a save that he made in the first half of, I think it was Ngwenya. Williams, hey, ngathi bakuthengela amaflow ngathi bamthengela present Valentine Williams. This month the saves that he's making, Williams, why are you saving that this much, my brother? Why are you saving so much? Hey, ngajabula member 4-1. Hey, sibayenze lento leyana iyenzwe ku Tottenham. Pirates should at least get titles because we release a striker, but Mutuma is not a striker. Aibo. What do you mean when you say Mutuma is not a striker now? What is Mutuma exactly? Kumbuleke futhi ukuthi Mutuma has the most goals compared to all the strikers you have. But okay, conversation for another day. He's coming right okay, that boy. He's not yet there, but he's coming right okay. Much better. Izodlala TV Saturday. I can't wait. Bazokwamnandi ezweni. Ithandiwe. Hayi kumnandi, peace, peaceful man. Peaceful man. Eish, nami ngizokhona ukuphuma kusasa nje ngiyojika emall bangangiraseli. Yeah, benithini nina? Benithini? Yeah. Yeah. Benibhizi celebrate amasidliwa la. Kanti nani, hey, nizophindwa futhi. Third time in a row. Cup out. Cunning knockout keeper. Nedbank Cup keeper. Manje banithathela ne3 points. Baba, they are killing that league dream. Ngizumunyana khuluma nge-league before this game. Hey, manje bakuthathela i3. Yo. But guys, hey, it's ngivale sengikhulume kakhulu. I must remain humble. But nje Saturday, I wafethe Aw, khona abantu abazokhala Saturday. Khona bazokhala. Dala nijabulile, dala nisihleka. Saturday. Siyofaka usawuti. More salt on that wound that Stellenbosch has just opened. More salt on Saturday. Salt and vinegar. But yeah, guys, thank you to all of you. I don't take anything serious, guys. It's just banter and laughter, ne? Don't swear, guys, and hate me. We're just playing. When we lose, you guys come and laugh at me. You laugh at us, and So now, we must return the favor. We must return the favor, because when it happens to us, you guys don't hold back. You don't hold back. So now it's our time also. It's our time. And this is just the beginning game. Because Saturday, we're going to show you exactly what were you laughing at. Supernova, we need to be brutally honest, remember. We struggled to create chances because those guys were structured. Second half, we looked better, but overall, very difficult game. Yeah, remember, the game plan was not bad at all from Coach Atazwane. But, if you keep trying, eventually, it happens. So Sundowns, that's what I can comment. They kept going. Even when they hit the post, they kept going. Kept going until. But Johnson was also good. That AmaZulu goalkeeper. It was a good game, man. I enjoyed the second half. A lot. But yeah, kunjalo, member. It is the latter stages of the season. Every game is gonna be difficult. Every game. Is there a specific reason why Mamelodi Sundowns jumped to number 1 spot, since we are equal in points and goal difference? Yes, of course, there is a reason. Now, if teams, you know that the winner of the league, it is based on the points. Now, if the points are equal, you need to find something else that breaks the tie. So they look at the goal difference. If the goal difference is equal, then there must be something else to break the tie. So you can see there that Sundowns and Pirates have 38 points after 17 games. Sundowns and Pirates have 19 goal difference after 17 games. So the points do not break the tie. The goal difference does not break the tie. But you know what breaks the tie? GF. Not girlfriend, but goals for. So you will see there that Sundowns has scored 27 goals, while Pirates scored 26. That's what broke the tie. That's what put Sundowns at the top. So that is why I come at Chiefs sometimes and I say 16 games, 16 goals. You need to revisit that. At least you are not conceding as much as you were conceding last season. That's an improvement. But you're not scoring enough. 16 games, 16 goals, 1 goal average per game. It's not good enough, So that's what broke the tie, member. The goals for, which is 27 for Sundowns and 26 for Pirates. So, yeah, member. There's a lot of ways to break this thing. Guys, we'll continue tomorrow. Khona abantu engisafuna ukuba-texta ku-WhatsApp. Dala bangihlukumeza. Isikhathi sami manje ngibavusa. I think Pirates and Sundowns coach are fighting our national coach by not playing his players. I think Pirates and the Sundowns coach are fighting our national coach by not playing his players. I'm a bit lost, Temba. I am a bit lost here. Yeah, remember, goals for. Because abanye multi GF bacabanga ezinye. bacabanga ezinye. Supernova, but you are emotional. Pirates are a force to be reckoned. Don't underestimate them. Unjalo, yabona member, that is why ngithi Supernova nje ukhuluma ngoba ufavor you know, and yeah, it happens with us fans, obviously. You know, sometimes we analyze unfairly, we are biased based on who we support, you know, but sometimes some things are just black and white. You can see it's there, you can tell, you can see that Pirates he said Pirates is a weak what you are level with the weak team, my brother. What are you really saying? Come on, you are level with Pirates, yeah. But asiphume lapho. But ezinye izinto nje, they don't need explanation. Yeah, but you can tell nje ukuthi umuntu it's just hating, or they're just angizothini, ignorant, angazi. But all is good. Time will tell, guys. 13 games to go. Ngiyaphinda futhi ngithi mina, tighten those seat belts, put on those seat belts, whatever. The journey is still very long. It's still gonna be bumpy. Let's hope that we're gonna get to the destination before everyone else. Buccaneers, we have a Soweto derby to prepare for, and we have to redeem ourselves after those 2 games. We were a laughing stock the whole week last week, but this week belongs to us. Tulubheke wena, already it has started. So ilungisa Saturday, then Sunday Cameron uzosilungisela tinkla, if you know what I mean. You will see. Hey, let me shush. But yeah, guys, let me close it here. Shout out to all the PSL teams, guys. You are making our league, yeah man, more interesting. You know, it's watchable, and the teams have improved. There are teams that have literally improved. They have improved, so the league is improving overall. I'm out for now. Catch you guys tomorrow. As you know, always we are here. Danko, enjoy the rest of your nights. Don't have nightmares of Titus. Haha.